Welcome to Demetrius Tanase, the yacht design channel where we explore the elegance, innovative styling, and techniques that shapes the world of luxury boating.
Last episode, we made a short list about the design process. And in this episode, I will break down that list. It will be a more authentic episode, and let's dive into it. Let's start expanding the list we've created in the previous video. So this is the short list of my design process. So taking from first step, which is brief and specification, the initial profile section, initial sketches, detailed sketches, 3D concept models, general arrangement, outline specification, 3D CAD model, design drawings, presentation and visualization. So now I will take each and every point and breaking it down into several sub points or deliverables, if you may want to call it like this. So for this video is a little bit more raw, so I will not edit it as much as the others because I want to present the process as it is, which is a raw process. I might make some mistakes, I might erase and write something else, but this is my process. I do this with every project I embark on. So let's dive into it. Let's start. Please note that I'm not a native English speaker, so I might also make some writing mistakes. Okay. So first, starting with the first one, brief and specs. I'll try to write a little bit more beautiful because I usually do this very rapid and with a very ugly writing. And now, starting with the brief, I will state the most important element that I want to take into consideration in my brief. Informations about dimensions, main dimensions like length overall, beam and draft. These are the main most important dimensions. Now other info like number of guests, crew, we can go on the engine type, number of saloons, like accommodation for example, beach club, a sun deck, but this will be stated more on the general arrangement, but also will be included in the brief. What should we have here? It's features like jacuzzi, bar, barbecue. What are the things would be important to have in the brief? Are some materials maybe like superstructure or deck. I will try to explore different just thinking about the project, the different materials, alternatives to thick exterior walls, toys, on water. And also special requirements. No, maybe like an observation deck or an underwater also observation room. So pretty much for this one I have a little bit more clear what I want to be included in the brief. I will make a different video for the brief because I have a very complete document, and we will take step by step on each part and try to draft a very clear brief for this project, just to showcase how the brief is created, the importance of the brief, and how can this information give everything you need to know to start a project. So let's go to the second point, the initial profile section. Here I will do probably 2 to 4 versions that I will explore various room layouts, different positions, for the owner suite. Also the number of decks, because we can have either an entire owner deck or the owner suite can be on the main deck. Maybe it depends on the length we will decide of the yacht. So we will see that afterwards. But for now, usually it's a few variations to understand where the sun deck is, length, for example, if the wheelhouse is on the sun deck, or it will have a bridge deck. These are the information I usually try to get in place at the initial profile section. The position of guest areas, also the position of the tender garage. It's all about playing with different layouts. So in the end, I'll have to choose from 2 to 3 versions to choose one that I will develop further. 1 or 2 maybe, we'll see. We can have this variation if the design allows it. So for 3 is the initial sketches. At this stage, usually I go for the styling sketches, usually very raw. So I will focus more on the profile view, some details of features. For example, some beach club platforms, sun deck areas. Some pretty much this will be what I would like to focus mostly. Maybe some top views, top side views. Okay, some perspective views, raw. So usually this stage is for myself, and these sketches are not shown to the client. I usually do it very fast. It's my process of design thinking the project, how it will look. Most of the times are very rough sketches, so that help me visualize in my head the final design. After I decided on a few on the styling of the yacht, I moved to the next stage of detailed sketches. So they are refined sketches. At this stage, I will do at least a profile view that I will use for 3D as a blueprint. Depending on the project, sometimes I skip this part due to time and performance. It's a fun part. I would like to go more into this element, propose more of hand drawings to the client, because nowadays with the AI and very beautiful renderings that the computers are generating, I believe that hand drawing and the way you design on paper and even on computer adds a little bit more of a spirit to the yacht. And I talk with other designers, they believe that hand sketches will come back. Actually, just a side story, last year during the Monaco Yacht Show, I attended the presentation of Volare, the concept Mr. Louis De Basto presented for the Simply Custom Motion Co. And during his presentation, he presented some of the hand-drawn sketches, a detailed, very beautiful hand-drawn sketches, and everyone took out their phones to take pictures. And it was very, very different to see hand-drawn sketching in that detailed, and they were not computerized, so they were only on paper with pencil. Now let's get back to this. So for this project, I will try to do a few perspective views, some details, sketches, a stern view with folded platforms, deck views, something like this. Overall, this can be, I will try to approach this part, this step, like I will create the sketches for presenting to a client. It will be fun. Let's not forget to do that. So let's take to the next step. 5 is the 3D concept. So here I will have to model the hull, the superstructures, window areas. At this part I will play with the shapes and try different variations. Also, here I will try different color scheme, renderings, different fingers. Now this stage is more of exploration, so I like to explore the design, have trying to 1 or 2, even 3 variations of shapes, and sometimes even with style. I play a lot in 3D. I really like it because I can check dimensions, see if the proportions are correct. Usually the sketches are they're beautiful, but they can mislead, especially the very beautiful sketches. Is not once happened, even to me, to have a very beautiful drawing, a sketch, a profile view that when I put in 3D with the correct dimensions, and even having exactly translated the profile into 3D, the result was ugly. So I try to take into 3D because that way I can check the design from 360 degrees. I can check it from every angle. So it's very close to reality. So that's why I like to spend a lot of time here, especially with exploring the design, modifying the shapes, checking the flow of the curve, the flow of the lines, and also check the living spaces. Now pretty much usually like this, so I will do a few final renderings for this stage. At this stage I can go into quite a lot of details with the 2D concept model. I like to go into details as much as possible because it will be closer to reality. This can be shared with the client, revised, modified, and also shared with the shipyard for together with the GA and the outline specification to receive offers and to book a spot. Next, the general arrangement or the GA. So here, for this one, is clear and simple. So we will have the profile view, which can be a render from the concept, profile section view with the defined spaces. Now we'll take each and every one. We will suppose that we will have all of these or some of them. For example, for sure we will have a sun deck. I love the sun, so I will include that. A bridge deck, owner deck, now these ones I will put it like this because I don't know if we will have that or it will be a different layout. Maybe we'll have sun deck, owner deck, and main deck, or we'll have sun deck, bridge, and the owner deck to be the same with the main deck. But I will put all here so you can have an idea. And also the lower deck. Now, as a designer, I will not focus on the twin deck. Usually, this part is provided by the platform for the shipyard or the naval architect's part, because there are the tanks and other systems that should be taken into consideration. But for me, from a designer's perspective, I like to focus more on the living areas and how to organize the living spaces and the hotel part. Okay. The outline specification. Now, at the start, this will be a very brief specification. As much as you reach the finish of the project, this outline specification will reach hundreds of pages. But at the initial part, you can have it briefly. So you need dimensions, specific info, materials, a list. It can be also plus suppliers. If you have a specific materials that you know the supply, you like it and I would like to include it, I will put it in here. Descriptions of each deck, all the features, pools, number of pools, equipment, toys, tenders, gym equipment, loose furniture. Also, I will state also the fixed furniture. Even if with this project I have in mind a few, let's say, innovations in this particular aspect. So, as much information as possible on this stage can help a shipyard provide with an estimation cost of build. So they may require a lot of new information that also the naval architect can add a lot of specification here, the engineers, details about the engines, generators, and also other requirements from the client's requirements. The 8th point will be the 3D CAD model. At this stage will be everything. So the hull, every superstructure, deck, layout, interior rooms, delimitations, moving equipment, loose furniture. It depends if the supplier will provide me with the 3D, I can include it, or if it's custom designed by me. I'm a product designer, so I cannot, let's say, I can help myself of designing. So I usually like to design everything custom. So even the loose furniture, I designing it in the style of my designs, of my yachts. So concepts. Okay. No, not concept. It's custom. Okay, so fixed furniture, pools, jacuzzi, sofas, and sitting areas. Also the mast, which I really like to go and be creative with the mast. You will see and how I usually approach the mast. So this is very important to develop in 3D. Platforms, windows, exterior windows, doors and sliding doors, roof panels, exterior. If we will have a helipad, railings, deck stairs, so there are quite a lot of elements to be created in 3D and in a CAD model. Rhino, it's usually the choice of software, one of the main software used in the yacht design industry and in yacht building. The shipyards use them, so many professionals in the industry use 3D Rhinoceros. So it's a very versatile software. Now let's take to the next part, the design drawings. So here we'll have profile views, general arrangement. Here will be this usually at this step we will have a very detailed general arrangement. It for the CAD model we will, or for the design we will use a platform delivered by a shipyard, and this general arrangement will be quite in detail. We'll have every technical part included. Will be more close to how will the yacht be in the end. But even if we will not have this, I like to include in the design drawings a general arrangement adapted from the CAD model. So we'll have the exact dimensions, and at this stage this is a development. So here we develop we will sketch a lot, we will have a lot of things in place, but here it's very clear sections and details, drawings. At this stage, this is pretty much what we need, people to understand the design, and at the final point will be presentation and renderings. Views on water, side views, turn view, and also detail view. So pretty much this is it. We'll have everything wrapped up. So this is my breaking down the design process, and that's it. Thank you for watching. It's been a very nice process. You have now an idea of how I break down the list of my design process. This is a good roadmap, so you can understand what are the steps you have to make for the project. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this was very informative for you, and you find a lot of information about the design process. Next we will cover the brief, and soon we will start sketching which will be the fun part. Don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up for the algorithm. Comment in the section below and give your opinions about what you hear today. Take into consideration becoming a Patreon. The team behind these videos will appreciate it. We try to grow and create better videos. This will help. Until next time, live your yacht design passion.